welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be working on data cleaning with Excel. Yes, we want to clean this data. We want to be able to clean this data to look like this. See, this data is not clean. We want to clean it so that it will look like this. So I will employ you to be intentional about the journey in data cleaning. So let's jump in. In case you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button so that anytime I drop video you will get it. So let's dive in. So first thing we are going to do is to check our data. So we have staff ID. There should be staff ID. Staff ID. Yes, we have staff ID. Name, date employed, salary, date of birth, gender, department, location, rating. This column shouldn't be here. I have to remove it. So don't do this column. So these are the columns that we are working on now. So how do we clean this data? There are various ways to clean data, and data cleaning does not have a specific rule or a specific way of doing it. You clean data based on your objective. You clean data based on your tailored objective, what you want to really achieve with that data. That is how you clean or you tailor your data cleaning to. So the first thing we want to do here is clean this data. So before we clean, let us check for some. Like here we have empty cell here. So we need to check all these things very well so that we know how to apply our data cleaning. We have empty cells here. Here too we have empty cells. So we check for spellings and the rest of them. So by checking all these stuffs, all these empty cells, spellings, you are making sure your data will be a good one. Your data will become a quality data. Like this one now, look at how the spelling is here. All of these we are going to correct them so that at the end of the day data quality will be standard. You have a good data so that your analysis, there won't be any error in your analysis. Your analysis will be error free. So that's one thing about data cleaning. You want your analysis to be error free. So the first thing we have to do is right click, get a new sheet, come here, do Ctrl A, Ctrl C to copy, come to this new sheet and paste it. Yes, paste it. The reason why we are getting this data here or copying this data to another sheet is for a reference purpose. In most cases you don't use the sheet that your data is immediately to work. No, you have to copy it out and paste it in another sheet. Like that, if there is any error or you want to make reference, you can come back to the original data and make reference. So today this is our focus. We want to clean the data to look like this. So That is our focus. So the next thing we have to do after copying the data, we go to data query. How do you get to data query? You click on your data, choose from table. Yes, my data has a check this box and click. Sorry, I have to click on the data. Clicking outside there, it means I'm clicking nothing, so I have to click on the data and choose from table. Okay, so let's wait for the data query to come up. It's booting. So clean the data query and also clean on Excel sheet too. So let's watch how it works. Showing me this. Taking time to boot, please. So we have our data query now. Yes, we have our data query sheets open. So what we'll do, go through our data once again. So the first thing we do here is come to name and trim the name. Trim it, come to change, transform data, and click on trim. We help you to trim the name. Yes, it has trimmed the name. You can either leave the name like this or you can separate them. So if you want to separate them, come to split column here, split by delimiter. Yes, split by delimiter. So the dialog box will pop out. Choose split by space. Then you are either choosing either left or right, but we are choosing left, so click OK. We split them into two for us now. Yes, we have the first and the second. So the next thing you do is to come here, click this name 1 and change it to first name. Press enter. Okay, come here and do same thing. Surname. Click enter. It has changed. So the next thing we do is come to our dates. We have to change this format. We want date and time, so right click, come to transform, change type, choose date. So depend what we are working. Ordinarily I would have loved to remove the date of birth because I don't think I want to use it to do any analysis, but for the sake of this video, what we'll do is right click and change type, put only date of birth, just put dates here. So we have date of birth. So the next thing we do now is to check columns that have null so that we can change them. We can change them. You can either come here also and clean trim just to clean the data. This one too you can also do for that. Trim. Do for location too. Just to trim. So the next point is changing this null. So how do we change the null? You click on the null, come to transform, click replace value. So wherever we see null, we choose 0, and the reason why you're choosing 0 is because you don't even know the figure that is supposed to be in that cell. And if you're working for a firm, or you have a project you're working on, or you're working for a client, the best thing you need to do is to go back to the client and ask questions, ask for information about these cells that are empties, so that they can tell you or give you feedback whether they have the data, so that you can feed them up. If peradventure there is no data for them, you just put 0 so that the data will be fine when you're working with them. So the next one is gender 2. You do the same thing. You don't just put anything that you feel like you want to put. It's after asking question, or after talking to a company you're working for, or the client, that you have an empty space here that showing no. You would like them to give you data if they have the data, or tell you whatever they want you to fix in there. But if there is no good feedback, what you do is, here that we have no, you click on it, come to replace and choose others, replace it with others, and match the entire cells and click OK. So we come to department 2, we do same thing, put others, click OK. So our data is cleaned to some extent. There are some other spaces down, but my Power Query cannot figure all, cannot display all. So I will be clearing those ones in Excel as soon as I'm done with this Power Query. So for now, this is what we can do with Power Query. So we are good. Let's get back to our Excel file, close and load. So it's booting, it's coming. Please bear with me, bear with my sister. Otherwise hanging. But I'm sure you're getting value. So this is the table we just worked on. As you can see, it's showing me the values, it's showing me the columns and everything. So that is it. So close it. So this is the data we just cleaned in Power Query. So the next thing is to check for empty spots and some incorrect spellings. So what we do now is we scroll gradually to check for incorrect spelling. So start from location. So I'll be taking it gradually. So I have one spot here, Lagos. So this one is sort of normal zero there, using it Lagos. So the next one is coming down. We have some empty cells here. As you can see, we have some empty cells here, and we also have some incorrect spelling here. So what we'll do here, you can either use your find and your spell and check to correct it, or you can correct it manually if you have the time to do it. So what I will do here is I will use this one to correct these ones. Just click there and make sure my cursor is showing black, and I'll bring it down so it has corrected it. I'll come to this one too. I'll do same for these ones here, correct it manually so it has corrected. So here that I have empty space, what I will do is replace them with other places. So I'm going to replace it with other places. So for every empty space under here, they will come under, they will be filled with what other places. So you must be careful and watchful as you do those cleanings. So this is where we are stopping. Okay, that's fine. So we also have another one here. Check to see if we have another one. And the reason why we are doing all of this, so that our data, when working on our data, we have a quality data to work with. So the next one I'm going to work on is the gender. So we'll go to gender and check for incorrect spellings. So we have incorrect spellings here. As you can see, we have incorrect spelling. So I will correct it manually and use this single one to correct the others. So I'll just drag it down to end here. As you can see, we also have another incorrect spellings here. So we have to correct this one manually too. In case you don't have time to do this manually, you can do it with spell and check. So we also have another one here. So what I'll do, I'll correct it manually and use one to correct the others, so that I can have a quality data. I have to stop here, come here too, and do the same thing. So that's how you do it. Continue to check for incorrect spellings as you go along the data. So we should also have another one here. Do same thing for it, and that's how we correct every incorrect spelling, so that you can have a quality data. As you can see, there are many using correct spelling. So end it here. So our data is fine now. Our data is fine, and for this empty spaces that are here, you just have to leave this like that, empty, because we cannot put anything here. We just have to leave it blank. So we have, because of this unique staff ID, so maybe if you're working with a client or a company, they will have to give you the name of those people that are missing. You now feed them manually. So our data is what? Cleaned now. As you can see, our data is what? Clean and ready for analysis. Let's check this table 1, 2. So it's clean now. So what is missing in our own sheet now is the year and the month. So we'll get it now. So how do we go about getting the year and the month column? First of all, you type it manually, year, enter, then month, enter. So how do you get the year column? Press your equal to and type year. So getting your year is very easy. You use this here, click on this place and click enter. You have 2010. Then for the month, you do same thing, text, and click on it. So click here, comma there, 3M, then close your bracket. So you have your month. So let's check. You see our sheet is clean now. So we have the same data here and this one there, the same thing. In case you are new to my channel, I would like you to subscribe to my channel. This is one way you encourage me to do more. If you like this video, kindly comment on this video. See you in my next video. Bye for now.